Good morning. It's very hard to trust the screen when it says I'm live. I hope everyone's doing well today. Good afternoon, Sylvia, who is at UMB FPP, Melissa, who is Practically Creative, and Lori, who is on an account that I can time out. I'm going to behave. We all know better than that, but anyway. I don't have time to play with people today. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to start out. I just did not plan this very well. Yesterday, I made some very poor choices after my donation and before my donation. Well, apparently, I donate plasmas Mondays and Thursdays. I forgot to eat. I forgot to bring water. Then I didn't drink any water when I got home until like 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And I go first thing in the morning. And it was just, it's not good on your body to make those kind of choices. So I didn't get anything prepped yesterday. I know, why did I wait till last minute? I think I can do things. There's Sherlock, Lori. Thank you, Lori. Let's see. Waiting for music intro, which didn't happen. Is there music intro on the lives? Or are you talking about me bopping in the music in my ear? Okay, if you have missed it, hang on a second, I just saw my chat. It changes me from live chat to top chat, and I don't like it. Plus, I like timestamps. That way I can see how far behind I am. Okay. The pattern, I'm calling this the pattern and this the templates, is pinned. It's also underneath the video. It will probably be in the first comment if I get around to that today. It's something I made really quick, really easy to follow. I think I have a more blocky version pieced, like 2.5 inch squares, snowball, but I haven't finished all the pieces you need for it. I need to double everything because I got one side done. I need to say double, and some people will get that. Some people will be like, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do here, and I get that. Anyway, that is the pattern. There's only 2 colors, the ribbon and the background. So I also put in a JPEG with the ribbon with little pink beside it, and you can make this in any color you wanted to. In fact, this morning it dawned on me that the pink and green in the strength panel that I have back here, green is for mental health and the pink is for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I thought, don't those things go together great? So I'm thinking I need a green ribbon too in this. My idea is I have 4 of these panels, all different, probably meant for a bag or 2, or I don't know what they were meant for, but this is what I'm doing with them. Oh, so we thought it was a premiere. Okay, that makes sense. Anyway, so I cut these apart. That is 17 inches. I added a 2.5 inches. Maybe it was more than 17 inches because it's 21 inches now. That's all we need to know. So then I made a bunch of 7-inch blocks to go around it to fit with that 21 evenly, I hope. But I don't know if I'm going to do like a partial here and then put another block, another panel, and then do some more blocks around it and make a couple of big quilts. I don't know if I'm just going to build this one out with lots of scrappy blocks around it. I haven't decided yet. I just know that I want to make these and it's going to go in it. So this is what I did Sunday. And I have patterns for all of these that I will get up eventually. And I didn't use FPP on any of them. I used paper as a foundation to put them on. By the time I got out here, my pieces were getting kind of wonky, so I put it on a 7.5 inch piece of paper. So I knew, one, that's as far as I need to go out, but two, it helped stabilize it. And then I just had a little bit of paper to pull off. And this one, you don't even need the pattern. Just put a bunch of strips together. Use your 7.5-inch, square it up, add the corners, get you 7.5 inch. You don't need foundation paper piecing it. And this one, I have it fixed in the pattern. So it's cut right down the center. And pardon me for using my chest for the design board. It's what I do. You cut down here in the center, then you put your strips on, and I have it to where you cut these off, but you put your strips on, then we just snowball these corners and add this down here, put the frame around it. That's all it is. You don't need foundation paper piecing. I use different size strips too. I thought I was going to do 1 3/4, 1 1/2, something like that. Then I use different size strips. And this one was almost a log cabin. I think log cabins, they're equal size. The squares in the middle, this one is not. Anyway, I just wanted to do some strip piecing that was scrap friendly. I also use charm packs because I go through my charm packs and I pick out the colors I want. Thank you for the links, ladies. Thank you. Thank you. And Dee Dee is in here this morning. I need to cut this short with my talkie-talkie. Oh, and there's Tracy. Tracy. Dee Dee and Tracy. Good morning, Dee Dee. I did put a trailer before this, so it should have played. It only gives me a limited choice on what trailers I want. What trailer I want to use. I don't know why it does that, because Melissa seems to be able to pick from any of her shorts. Good morning, Marie. I haven't seen you in a while. And it's good to see you too. Wow. Thank you all for joining. Anyway, these are the blocks that I have made, and I will get patterns up for you. All I did was I took the center square and I started building around it and cutting off the ends as I went. And I did the same thing with the hexagon. I got me a hexagon shape and I started building around it, one on each side, then start over, one on each side. I think that's all I did. I didn't do anything complicated. And for Laura Lynn, I think what was over there, was it one of you ladies? Somebody said something about cardboard, and I had some very thick cardboard. These are kind of glare, sorry. These are my hexagons. Chest them out, put them on the cardboard. You can buy hexagon rulers and all that stuff, and maybe one day I will. If it's something I use a lot, I will get a template for it. Alrighty. Sylvia says, I want the recipe from Dee Dee of that fruit, and it looked like pickle juice. Looked like pickle juice. It is not pickle juice. It is just fruit. Homemade fruit cocktail. It just makes the house smell good. That is the only purpose for that stuff. Okay, now I think a couple weeks ago, I gave templates and I put them on the wrong side of the fabrics. This time, I put them on the right side of the fabric so you could see the difference. The difference is, one, you have to take the template off. Okay, you should. I'm not going to say you have to. I'm not bossing you. You be the boss of you. You should take the template off before you sew these together with the 1/4 inch, because these are going right sides together, and that's where the right side is. The other ones, you could leave the template on because the right side of the fabric was on the other side, so then you could sew them like that. So either side you put the templates on is fine. You're still going to get it. It doesn't matter if you put them on the wrong side or the right side. It does kind of matter that you kind of keep them in order. And I have made them to where you could see I always go out of order. Because I got it from the idea from foundation paper piecing. A, B, C, D. This whole side over here is E. And this side is F. One of those felt wrong for some reason. And so I'm going to start over here, and I'm going to put the A's together. Then I'll go over here to the B's, and put these together, and then I can just add these to those and do the sides and add those last. It looks complicated, I promise you. It is not. Get your design board, get you a little tray, get a cookie sheet. Get you a cookie sheet, put a piece of batting in it. Pizza pan, whatever. Get a board, put a piece of batting on it. It helps. It is a huge help. And the one thing I thought was how silly these boards were. I made this one myself. It is out of cardboard. I'm not flipping it over for you to see because that would make a mess. Turns out I don't like cleaning up after myself. So, and after this, sorry if I miss anything in chat. I'm trying to go fast, and we all know that I like to talk. After this, we are going to do a channel hop because it is our block of the month day, and it is the theme is pumpkin. So after this, we're going to be directed to Melissa's, then Sylvia's, and then mine. And of course, I think mine is always the longest, but it is shorter than usual. And we will be completely done by the time Mom and Pop get on for their cross stitch. So, because that's just the rule. We all get done so we can go over there and lurk or visit. But Dee Dee has videos up 5 o'clock every Friday, and she is killing it on shorts. And her community page is the most uplifting, inspiring thing I have ever seen. I'm trying to get my ducks in a row in my head. Do you know how hard it is? It's like herding cats. Anyway, guess who, Nancy? Good morning. Sylvia, it's 8 my time. I am not doing the conversion in my head in live. 8 o'clock my time, Thursday mornings, a.m. Central Standard Time. Sylvia has a premiere. They're usually pretty short. Check that out. I will be donating, so I can't go, but I get the replay. And we always love our hashtag team replay. Appreciate it. If you can't be here, it's okay. It's okay. I understand wanting, if you're going to visit, you want to be in live, so you can visit live. I like that too. But if you can't, it's okay. 2 p.m. for Sylvia. Sylvia time, 2 p.m. She is in the UK. Dee Dee says, oh, thank you, my friend. And P.S., you're my favorite cat herder. Dee Dee. She thinks I'm funny. I think we could do some amazing embarrassment for our children if we ever got together. Which brings me to my next really short. Okay, if you don't pray, if you don't do things like that, it's okay. Just tune it out for a minute. If you pray, we could use some prayer warriors. First of all, for all those affected by the hurricanes, the tornadoes, all that horrible. I was going to say good stuff. All that horrible stuff. I will be praying for them. I would like everybody to pray for them. If you're a prayer, if you're not, do you? Also, one of our friends, Deborah, I think it was her brother-in-law, fell off a roof. Let's keep him in our prayers. Nancy's husband and Nancy, we're keeping them in our prayers. There was more. Oh, and one of my children are off wandering the States, and it makes me nervous. I want all my chickadees close to home. I know that's unrealistic. That's why I pray. So, that. And if my mom is watching, hi. She said she was watching last week and she couldn't get in the chat. Well, she texted me like 8, or she emailed me at 8:30 and I couldn't do anything about it. I was still in the live. So my kid is having an adventure. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So anyway, let's get to this block. I think Melissa does random uploads and shorts. Pardon me for drinking my coffee. Left over yesterday's coffee combined with today's coffee. Dawn over at My Quilt Projects just put a video up. She is saving a quilt that she got at a flea market antique store. I think it was a flea market. I will never get facts straight. So anyway, she has a great video about that. It smelled horrible. It was wonky. She has got tips if you're trying to save an old quilt, the flimsy. check her out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, Natalie. There she is. I was like, where is she? Hello, on the train. So I might lose signal. My child is going to New York next year, and it's scary. See, Natalie gets it. Our babies don't need to go that far. I don't care how you are, how old you are. He may be in his 30s. It's just something about knowing that you can reach them physically. Okay, I'm going to start up here with A1 and A2. And like I said, I think y'all can see this. I put these on with glue. You could pin them. This glue just comes right off. And I'm going to do it as I go along so I don't get sidetracked. I'm going to move you closer because I think this needs to be seen more than me. We're going for a trip. Close your eyes. Whoops. Off with her head. It's my favorite part. So A1. Did I start with it? I don't know what I started with. Nope, I started with the wrong. Okay, oh here. Anyway, I'm going to start up here. Apparently, I'm supposed to start down here and go up. It's okay. I'm going to put my right sides together and sew it. And I haven't done this block yet, so I am hoping it works. If it doesn't, you will see some fast footwork me fixing it. Okay, now I'm going to get A2 and A1. And since I'm using glue, I could reuse these if I want to, and I probably will unless it tears, because I don't want to cut them out again. So I am taking those where they were laying, and I am putting those right sides together and hitting that one. With the sewing machine, that sounded weird, hitting that one. I'm just hitting that one. And I should stop now. I do have my sewing machine turned down because I can. One, I find my accuracy is better when I'm not going fast. This has a medium on it, and that's what I'm sewing at, medium speed. I am putting them back here in the order I took them off. I don't have time to do that today, so we're not going to. And then we're going to take those two pieces we just made, one over the other. See how simple this is? It looks complicated. It is not. I don't do complicated. If I do, I will find a way to make it stupid easy. Is that okay to say? And my public service announcement for today will be, if you know someone who is the age who should be getting their annual mammograms, please encourage them to do so. I know, oh, that's the top. Got that. And now I'm going to add 5. I know I was told how horrible it was. And when you put this on, that looks big, but when you put it on, you're just lining up that edge. Don't worry about anything else. You want those corners touching. Nothing else is going to matter. As long as that corner, see, that looks kind of wonky, it's okay. We're going to catch that in the seam. I was scared off by comments someone had made to me about those. That's right. So, be encouraging. They have a thing here on TV. It's called Buddy Check. It's where every month you find a buddy, make sure they're going to, I don't think I sewed that one quite as right. See that? A is already done. Find a buddy, and you and your buddy, make sure each other are going and taking care of each other. Okay. Now I'm going to do B1 and B2. Once again, I'm laying them here. Gypsy woman, there you go. You get your mammograms. Her shit saved her life. Amen. Again, I'm lining up the corners of each of these. I'm not worried about the rest of it. Then I'm going to go to 3 and 4. I currently, what did I do there? How did I do that wrong? Hang on a second. My brain's unhappy with what I just did. That was 3 and 4. Okay, this is right. This is what I did wrong. I'm not going to go to 3 and 4. I am going to put this one down back where I picked it up from. And it is like this. I'm going to add 3 to that section I just did. Told you, I just put this together yesterday. Oh, my brain was so obsessed with getting patterns, forgot to eat. Line your edge up here and your edge up there. I let them stuff Gypsy woman say, flat and fabulous. There you go. And if this conversation has made you uncomfortable, yeah, it doesn't get better. Okay, now putting that back down again because I have to see where it's going. Like I said, if I wasn't in a hurry. Okay, now we can put the top of section B with 4. Just turn it over. Line up the corners, just the corner tips right there. That's all you need to line up. And this did not take, and you should probably pin it if you slip it around like I do. Okay. Make sure my edges are straight. I'm using the 1/4 inch on my foot. Because these are all cut to size, there is no more cutting. It took me maybe 30 minutes to do the cutting of the paper, adding the fabric, it may have been down too far on that one, and then cutting it out. Maybe 30 minutes for the whole thing. I was too far on that one, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about that. Oops, you can't see. I'm trying to show you what I did wrong. It's really working against me. It's going to be fine. I ain't worried about that today. And then I'm going to take B5 and add it to that. These templates feel a little bit short to me. So I'm going to continue as I have. Thank you, moderators. Whoops. I was short on my 1/4 inch seam right here. I'm just going to put it back under there and fix it. And I really want one of these in green. Maybe with a pink background. That's probably what I'll do. The next one will be green with a pink background because I'll have at least 2 of every block that I showed you earlier. Clip my threads. Should have had this warm up. I already turned it on once today and then turned it back off because I didn't want to burn the house down. Pardon me a second, I didn't plan. Wasn't sure how those pieces would come off. This is a little snack size sandwich bag that works great for little stuff. I put strip sets in here. I do all kinds of things. Great for little stuff. And I have my pattern right next to me so I can look at the design, and you can color it if you want to. Up faster. I'll look at chat really fast. We'll look at that. Oh no, Gypsy Woman, I hear you with that. I'm just going to keep going while that's warming up so we don't lose time. This is D1 and 2. I'm taking the papers off them as they lay and just flipping the one over the other like you would any other piecing. Right sides together. I think I'm going to stop cutting off corners when I get the templates and they have the corners cut off, because that messes with me. And then I'll get C. It's going to be hard for that to warm up. I've got the window open. It's in the 40s outside. C. Same thing. Flip that over. Lay it like that. Just flip it over. Somebody did not iron all their fabrics before they started. Somebody's terrible. I can't see. Let's make it easier. Put that one on first, so it goes over here. That one was last. Cut off extra threads. I love this. This string piecing with practically no thinking really gave my mind a break. That is upside down. I just had the bag in my hand. How did I already lose it? There it is. I don't know what she's saying. All I see Melissa say, however, if you mess with kids, all bets are off. Amen. Whoops. Press these back real quick with this mini iron. I do like it. I thought I would give it a while because I wasn't sure that I'd like it. Straighten that one up. Once the block is done, I do like my big iron for that. And put them right back down where I picked them up at. The longest piece is the sides, and it's just over 5 inch long and approximately 3 inches wide. So all kinds of scraps could work with this. This one back where I picked it up at. I'm going to go ahead and put these two together. Just line up my corners. This corner and that corner. And looks like I went wonky in the middle. I will fix that as I sew. And if you're new to my channel, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. If you've subscribed, whoops, I appreciate it. That was A and B I just sewed together. And yeah, it's a little bit sloppy. It's going to work though. Wish I could remember who I saw. They had a string quilt behind them that made me want to do this. And I was like, I need to do that. And get a piece of paper and start sewing strings to it. That is A and B. I'm going to finish D over here. Whoops. Right sides together. Flip this one up over it. And then C over here, same thing. Flip C over that. And my corner's a little bit wonky there, but I'm going to fix it as I sew. Okay, D is over. if one is a little bit off, I will straighten it where it should be, and I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to ignore that, pretend like it's not even there. I'm just going to go straight down there. That was a me problem. We have those every now and then. Okay, now this one I took from the first side, so I'm going to go ahead and sew that so I'm not cutting my threads. Oh, got you wrapped up. That was a joke. I don't know what I thought I was going to sew that to. I originally planned on doing them one side and then the other side, and then that's not how I grabbed them. Okay, I'm going to score these two up because those are kind of wonky. As soon as I remember where I put my stuff. I put it close to me so I wouldn't have to look for it. And then I had to look for it. Okay, this one is just a little too wonky right there. It's going to work fine though. It is, I'm going to put my line on my seam line. I got that lined up, this side lined up. It is 1, 2 1/4. And then I didn't go all the way through. There we go. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm sure it's my seam allowance, so not a big deal. Just get it square again. Not a big deal. And if you sew better than me, you probably won't have that problem. Both my seams are going the same way, so I'm going to twist one side the opposite way so they nest, because I like nesting seams. The seam is pushed up. The seam is pushed down. So when I put them together, where they intersect right here, there's a little lip there. There's a little lip there. They're going to smush. At least they're supposed to. It smushed, and then I decided I need to fix that corner. And you can pin it. I haven't been doing this forever. I'm just not a fan of being a pin cushion. Ask Tracy. Tracy. Wow, this thing is going together fast. And I am not a fast slower. I look like I'm in a hurry, but oh. Somebody wouldn't. What? 8:28. Coleen, okay. Is it just, Danily says, is it just the UK where people have conversations on loudspeak in public? Oh. Sylvia? I thought you were talking about me mumbling to myself. Oh, don't do that. I may have just tried to block someone. No, they do that in the US too, yeah. Good morning, Giovanna. Good afternoon, Giovanna. Joe. Sylvia, you wanted my attention and I missed why. Are you just messing with me? I was doing so well. I was keeping up so well. Okay. So we just put C and D together. Now we're going to add C and D to A and B. Flip it over. Line up your corners. Pin it. Clip it. Be a quilting rebel. And pray as you do it. Now, see, I did not clean my machine or change the needle recently, and I should have after that towel and all those blocks. Really hoping it didn't give me fits, but you know, that is all my own fault. I will do it today. And you can tell, other than where they nest, I'm not really concerned about which way I'm pressing my seams because I'm in a hurry. You press any way that makes your heart happy. Look at that. Isn't that cute? And I'm not intentionally ignoring anyone in chat. I'm just trying to get this done in a timely manner, and then I can talk until it's time to go. Now this is F1, and I promise you this says F2. I can't see it. It is too little. We'll take this corner and just see if I can shift it over here. We'll take this corner up like that, and then we'll do the same thing with E. I'm just taking the papers off as they lay. Do the same thing with E. Just flip it up like that. I'm making sure that the inner corner is also next to that edge. I think this one is not going there, so I think I need to stop trimming those corners according to that templates. You can see maybe here where I took a seam on both of these because they weren't long enough. Okay, I'm going to add those corners, and then I'll add the bottom pieces to them. Wow, I should name this quickest block ever, and I talk too much. I know those other ones really quick. Just putting those strip pieces together, I don't think any of them took more than 20 minutes, and it was just really satisfying for some reason. Right size of your fabric together, 1/4 inch. I'm not going to cut all my threads here. Oops. I'm going to cut that one. Press this one back. I am going to press this to the dark side because this is very dark and this is very light. Oh. Campbell's Creations, learning to quilt sew. Good morning. It is good to see you. And she is on today too. Thank you for the reminder. Okay, I'm going to take this one off. And right sides together. Okay, I'm telling you, if you make this, don't cut your corners off. It is annoying me that they're coming off short. It is annoying me. Trying to get this all even. That was not even. Let's see if I can score that up. I think the one before it maybe got a little loosey-goosey. Yeah, it did. It did, but that's okay. And this one is 2 1/4. So if yours gets that way, you know, that's the width of it. I didn't trim that very good this morning. It happens. I know I'm not alone. Maybe I am alone. What did I? No, that's what I was just going to see. There is a hair above right there that was bugging me. Close that before you put it away. Okay. Now I'm going to take that other fabric and put right sides together. So if you need to stop and square up, use your best judgment. Get you a flat. I'd like your attention. Okay. Sylvia keeps getting my attention. Check you got that on the correct side before you sew up. Okay. Yes, I do. And do you know how many times I've checked this? This is so close to the same color on both sides. And now I'm going to do it again, though, because it is so close. Thank you, Sylvia. Now is the time I lie to you and say I've never done anything wrong on a live. Oh, last week's towel. Last week's towel. Pardon me, my phone is dinging. I have to see if it's important or just stop. Did I address it, Melissa? You guys have a little lag time behind me, so you're seeing me later. There's a new channel name, Tactically Creative. You should do that. You should totally do that. Yes, you did. Okay, thank you. Now, those are good mods. They are hollering at me when I do things wrong because I do things wrong. Okay, now we're going to, this is the Okay, something's gone wrong with my head all of a sudden. Okay. Did I put that on the wrong corner? E, F. If I did, that's easily fixed. E is on that side. Okay, this is F. Okay, so that's the right side. It felt wrong. I had them laid down wrong. That's why I have to keep putting them back. Take the F3 off of that. I had meant to cut a different color for this, but oh, that's just a barely different color. Very hard to tell. And I was thinking about turning some of them backwards. I'm just going to flip that on it after I give that a better finger press. Flip that up on it. Whoops. But what I was going to say about last week, the body part of the towel, and I was thinking it as I was doing it because I remember saying the tag goes under on the upper left corner or the lower right corner. And it was over here and it was backwards. So I'm going to have to take that apart. I'm just going to press this the way it wants to go. Okay. So now we have 3 pieces that hopefully go together. Like I said, just came up with this yesterday. This one does not seem quite right. So I'm going to, let's see. I got something wrong because this is lining up. I'll show you. I may have cut something wrong, but be careful because this should line up like that. And this is too far down and this is too far up. So I need to check that. I will be double checking that. Be aware if you make it. I am going to line this up where I want it though and flip it over. And so from the back side. We'll see how it turns out. Not today. First one says leaders and enders is getting timed out. I don't know. Can I time out a lot? They're the ones going to say it. Is that a breast cancer ribbon? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And it's in green because green is for mental health. And this, you can't see it now, but there's a panel back there that has some green in it. And I thought that was brilliant. Putting green in it. And I think I'm going to do a green one to go with it. And you figure out why the top and bottom are so wonky. They should not be. But like I said, it's okay. I said if we find out something's wrong with this, we will fix it on the fly. We can do that. Okay. Almost got that one where I wanted it. Oh, ignore me. Just ignore me. See, what happens is when you take that in, it lines up just right. Ignore the crazy person. That was right. Ignore the crazy person. My seam is clearly not good. My 1/4 inch seam. I'm going to line the bottom of this one up because somewhere I've went wonky with my 1/4 inch seam. Those angles mess with me. So it was the angle that I was thinking was wrong. It wasn't, and you'll see it here in just a second because I'm doing this side as I'm supposed to. I'm going to trim that top anyway. If I pressed all of these as I went along, it would have turned out so much more even. It makes a big difference. So help me. Yes, we love team replay. Okay, so this is what I've done. somewhere in here. My seam allowance wasn't quite right because I have got more up here. See that? That turned out just right, despite me worrying about it. A little bit wonky. That's okay. So I'm going to have some seam ripping to do. Might as well start it now. We've got 15 minutes. And I have missed so much chat. I am so sorry. I enjoy chatting. Yes, this is an eyebrow trimmer. I find it works the best. Just touch the threads with it. And yeah, I'm kind of sewing. It's fast and easy. And you can deal with the little pieces of thread in the wash or with a lint or, you know, whatever. Ain't dealing with them now. Better to have too much than not enough. Oh no. What happened? Going to have to watch replays to get off. Natalie, have a good day. And thank you for joining and watching. I appreciate it. Don't miss the channel hop that we're doing for our block of the month right after this. You could just square the block. I could, but this, I am going to just square it, but this one was just way too far off. The other side was a little bit off for me. I'm sure that's my sewing. I'm absolutely sure of it because my 1/4 inch seam is not the best. And it's okay. It will probably get hidden in the quilting, depending on how I quilt it. I like echo quilting, but I like minimal echo quilting when I do it. Okay, see how fast that was? And we're still going to have this done within the hour. And when you pull it like that, if you give it a spray and give it a quick press, all those fabrics will go back into shape. So we can see that I'm not doing things as you should. Okay. Still say it's up a little too high. Just gonna go with it. Go with it. Go with it. Roll with it, baby. Nope. And if you've joined us, this is how fast. I hear diesel outside. How fast can Coleen do a block incorrectly? Great scrappy block. After this, I will press it and square it up, and we will be in time for Melissa's top. See how she did her pumpkin. I tell you, I got videos of pumpkins like 10 ways. I just don't have them up yet. Take this away. Turn the big iron on. Bother. Steam this away from anything it could melt. Oh, my nose just started to. Now see, that one was very much closer to where it should have been. This one is up too high. It's a me thing. It's not the pattern thing. Melissa says, try to get this to set up. Okay, away from my monitor. Sylvia says, I love the block. It would be amazing as a full quilt. It would. And Melissa said, there are ribbons for so many things. This would be great to do in many colors. I think so too. Where's my starch? I have been starching all of them, and I'm starching from the back just in case it decides to fry it. See all these weird seams? You're going to see. I ain't worried about that right now. That's another time's problem. And I was thinking that about all of these blocks. And for those of you that are late, I'll show you. And you can't be late till live. I didn't mean it like that. I'm going to do those seams better. I don't like that at all. I have threads everywhere. Oh, but the block is free. It is a 7-inch block. If you printed it bigger, it would come out bigger. So if you printed it at 200%, you could have a 14-inch block. Let's see what this one trims to. I'm so close. I'm so sorry I didn't get the visits so much. I wanted a 7.5-inch block, and I got I cut something wrong. I had to have, because this is 7.5 here, and this is almost 7.5 here. Or I did a very bad job with my 1/4 inch. Either way, it's saved. Seven and a half, and it will be 7 inches finished in the quilt. Well, besides that one piece that I still don't know how I did it wrong. Too much at the top and the center. I don't know if you have that problem, just do like I did. This side is just how I wanted it. This side is just, but that's okay. That's okay. It's a ribbon. Ribbons go where they want to go. 8 minutes to spare. I am winning at life. I am winning at life. Oh, thank you, ladies. Thank you, everyone. Let's see. Oh, somebody says, don't blink after watching Melissa's video, as you might just miss mine. It's true. Hopefully it lets me redirect back to hers in case you do, because I tried. Now, I agree, Sylvia. It would look amazing as a full quilt. It would. And at first, when I was doing this Saturday, I thought I wanted a 17-inch one. My mind didn't want to deal with the 17-inch one right now. But like I said, you could easily print everything I gave you bigger. Now, keep in mind, your seam allowance on those templates, it's going to print bigger too. So you still cut a 1/4 inch away from the side. Like right here, I've cut a 1/4 inch. You still cut a 1/4 inch from this line, and it probably won't line up with that dotted line over there. And that's okay. So that's all you have to do to make it bigger. Isn't that amazing? And I love, love, love these blocks. I could make a whole quilt of these. And that's been a while since I thought I could make a whole quilt out of something. No FPP for any of them, just string blocks. And I think the biggest width I used, besides the, clearly this is bigger than 1.5 inch. I think it's all 1.5 inch. Was the biggest strips I used for any of them. And you could do 2 inches. You could do bigger centers for this, and you just follow the line of the center. But I am so happy with these. I might do these next week again. I might do another next week. Who wants another one next week? Good morning, Sherry. Sherry Dooman is in the house. Am I the only one who sees Coleen becoming a block designer? She keeps saying that to me. I like them. I like them, and I like to do stuff that I can create and give to you for free. That's not a rip-off of somebody else. I mean, these blocks have been around. Okay, this one was just me, and the ribbon was just me. But these other 3, they have been around forever and ever. So I don't see anything wrong with giving you the sizes that I'm making for free. And you could put these around any panel. Do your math to make sure it evens it up. And if it doesn't, you can add borders around it. I like doing it. And I'm horrible for pattern designers. I don't want to design a whole quilt, but I could design a million little blocks and put them together in a quilt like I did that. There's one over my shoulder, not that way, this way. It's barely peeking out. Why can't I point the right direction? Down there. Oh, we have 5 minutes. I'm whooped. I fell in a hole Friday, gopher hole, not gopher hole, groundhog hole, this big. After telling my husband, don't step in that hole, I found it Wednesday when I was out here cleaning the fence line. Moments after I tell him not to do that, my foot goes in it. It goes like this, practically straight down, and I go whoop and screams. Oh, and nothing, you know, ladylike. What's the word I'm looking for? I know Dee Dee knows that word. There's a word there. There's no good way to fall like that. So my backside's still sore. Things were popping. Oh, beautiful blocks, Sherry said. Thank you, Sherry. Sylvia, yes, please. Okay, we're gonna do another one in this colorway because I've stole the greens and the pinks from my charm packs. If I can find a green or a pink, it's going. And I haven't, let's see, some of these are from yardage, but I just cut a 1.5 inch strip. I've only cut 2, the width of the fabric, and I still have what's in these from the width of the fabric. Let's see. Oh, and I had a 2 inch strip from Dawn, that jelly roll that she gave me. So it's not taking a ton of fabric. And I'm gonna put this mess back over here where I had it hid so nobody would see. Okay, we're gonna get going. Yes, Sylvia, I see that. Thank you so much. Demure, never a word that applies to me. That wasn't it. Graceful. There is no graceful way to do that. Thank you all for coming, and I hope you join us on our block of the month. Just hop on through and don't miss Mom and Pop later. Don't miss Miss Ellen later. And I'm sorry I didn't get to chat with you more. And Miss Ellen is always in our prayers too. Don't forget, if you're a prayer, pray for everyone that I mentioned earlier. I appreciate it. They appreciate it. You know, we may not be able to do all the things, but I know someone who can. So I keep making them and doing your original designs. Yes, I know. Looking forward to next week's block. Well, and since I've already got all of these, I'll probably do another one of each because I'm going to need 2 or 3 per. So I like that. I like that idea. Thank you. Angel is on Wednesday. I almost forgot about Angel. So we'll see you over at Melissa's, and I'm going to get off here. Take care. Thank you for keeping me company. I'm sorry this was so rushed. We'll do better, although an hour is my allotted time. I love you guys. Appreciate you. Give me a like, a comment, a subscribe if you're so inclined. If you're not, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Check out my mods, my friends. All the links are there. Be the light you hope to see in others. Take care. That's not the right one. I forgot how to end.